Pisces, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And this is your monthly forecast for July 2015. Pisces, we begin this month with a beautiful Venus and Jupiter conjunct in Leo that is happening in a part of your chart that has to do with day-to-day chores, and it has to do with your health. And all this is happening under the lovely light of a new moon. Now, Venus is going to be establishing a happy and harmonious work environment through friendly relations with your co-workers or tidying up your work area. Now, romantic and social activities get quite highlighted, Pisces, for you. It can be that some of you are involved with somebody at your work during this point of time, and it can also be that the entire work atmosphere just seems very nice and light and fluffy, and you are also going to be socializing a lot more at work, and some amount of laziness is there for you. You will be having a lot of good team spirit, and you are also going to be really tactful and obliging with your co-workers. And there is a tendency, however, to idealize love too much at this point of time, Pisces. Maybe some of you are really sort of putting it up on a pedestal and saying, oh God, this is what it is or how it is. And for those of you who are in committed relationships, you could just maybe let your partner also do some work. Don't sort of be the one saying, I have to do the entire thing, I have to make it better for him or for her. So stop being the self-sacrificing martyr over here as far as romance and love is concerned, Pisces. And it's really a time wherein that irrespective, a lot of focus is going to be there regarding romance around your work environment over there. In fact, a lot of you could just be enjoying your work as well. Though that seems a little unlikely, it does indicate that there's a romantic relationship that's happening at your workplace. Now, mid-month we have Mercury and Mars that are there, and they are in your house of children, creativity and love, and they are going to be opposing Pluto that is there, which has to do with groups of people, and again all that is under an extremely emotional new moon. Now, Mercury and Mars in your house is going to be making you really proud of your ideas. You're going to be articulating, you're going to be making future plans, and you're going to be quite aggressive and quite determined to be being with someone whom you love. So you're going to be making future plans, how it is that you should go about it, where it is you should go, and so on and so forth. Focus is also, your thoughts are going to be towards your children as well. You might, in fact, some of you could be taking a small holiday with your children, or you could be worrying about your child's future. There could be a concern about, if your new love or romance, it does not say if it's outside, if you're divorced and it's happening with a newer partner, then you could be worried about your child as to how it is that your child is going to be taking to it. So your thinking is going to be quite drawn towards that. You're also going to be feeling quite creative at this point of time. You're going to be feeling quite proud of your ideas, that you're able to figure out solutions, and you're going to be enjoying researching and speculating on new ventures. And you're just generally going to be feeling quite competitive, Pisces. You will be having more than usual need for mental stimulation. There will be this need to sort of showcase your mental prowess as to how bright you really are. And this is a time where you will also be willing to take a lot of mental risks at this point of time. Now, Pluto coming out there in your house, which has to do with groups of people, and you could just become quite obsessed with, say, an NGO, or maybe a certain passion or a hobby that is there, which a collective group or maybe a club that you're a part of, and this can lead to a lot of charitable efforts. And try not to sort of go overboard and get too carried away with it. You'll just end up being quite annoying. And it's also a time wherein that you need to be letting go of dreams that are not viable, and you will also be able to transform the friendships that you have. You'll be taking friendships far more seriously now. Towards the end of the month, we have the fantastic Uranus that is going retrograde, and that's happening in your house of earned income. And your earned income and your self-worth has been in focus for almost a year now, Pisces. Now, Uranus, unlike a Saturn energy, which is really it's really slow, it's very heavy. The Uranian energy tends to come and sort of in retrograde tends to come and intensify everything. It does not slow things down. So it'll just, your need for freedom and your space is just going to get really pronounced at this point of time, and you're going to be having a strong sense of intuition. Uranus is also known as a awakener, so you could get more aware about your ability to earn, or that you have to earn more, and your sense of self-worth as to how it is that you can take care of loved ones through material comforts and so on and so forth. And try not to be too high strung during this phase. It's a time also where you could get awakened to maybe newer ways of making money. Maybe you will also become more conscious of your responsibilities towards your loved ones as to how it is that you need to be generating more income for that. And there is just also a trend towards newer technologies, which are all come under Uranus, that is your science, computers, internet, metaphysics. And this is also a time wherein that you could be inclined to take more risks. However, try not to do foolish things, as in throw up a real good job and thinking that, oh, I can start up and do stuff on my own or not. It's not a time to be making impulsive decisions, Pisces, so keep that in mind. So quite a fantastic month for you. Try and keep the self-worth and the earning piece of it separate. Try not to judge yourself by that, or even others, Pisces. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.